Today's November 1st, and Christmas is right around the corner. So let's talk about money and the holiday season. Because let's be honest, the holidays can be magical, but it can also bring a lot of pressure. Pressure to give, pressure to buy, and to show our love through material things. And while we want to make the people that we care about feel special, sometimes that desire can easily turn into overspending, stress, and that follows you through the new year. Hi, I'm Gabby, and I started this channel back when I was on maternity leave, and I wanted to create a space for moms like me to find different ways to pay off their debt and just live a more financially healthy life. And no, I am not a financial advisor or life coach or anything like that. I'm really just a mom trying to help other moms by sharing what I have learned. And if there's one thing that I learned in my 31 years of life is that Christmas can get very stressful sometimes. And if there's one thing that I learned about money is that your mindset and your mental health are very much connected to how you spend and your financial situation. So today, I want to help you shift your mindset around money, not away from generosity during this holiday season, but towards a healthier, more abundant way of giving and spending during this holiday season. So let's start with why so many of us fall into the same trap every year. It's not about lack of discipline. It's actually about our emotional reaction. Think about it. The holidays bring up feelings like nostalgia, love, and belonging. But it can sometimes also bring up feelings like comparison and guilt. And you might start thinking like, if I don't give enough, then it will look like I don't care. Or we see people online posting their perfectly wrapped presents and huge trees, and then we start feeling like we're not doing enough. And that's when the money mindset begins. It starts when you begin to realize that love doesn't need to be proven with a price tag. The value in your gifts isn't about how much you spend on them, it's the intention behind it. Now, there is a misconception around being careful with money, and people think it's all about being stingy or obsessively checking your budget all the time. But that can be further from the truth. You can be generous and still be intentional about your spending without the shame or the guilt. The thing is, true generosity isn't about how much you give. It's about how you give. Because when your giving comes from a place of love and abundance, not guilt or pressure, it carries a completely different energy. A handwritten letter, a home cooked meal, or even a shared experience. Those things last way longer than a gift ever could. Remember when minimalism was a thing back in the day, a few years ago? Let's try to bring that back. Because the more physical things that we buy, the more we clutter our house, and in turn, the more we clutter our minds. And if we know that's how it makes us feel, then why are we giving more material things to the people that we love and care about? Just to add more into their clutter. Okay, so now let's talk about the mindset shift that makes all the difference. Most of us grew up seeing money as something that we fear or something that we need to spend to prove our worth. But the thing is, money is neither good or bad. Money is energy. And how we use that energy determines if it expands or drains us. If we spend out of lack, like the fear of missing out or the fear of not being enough, then money will flow away from us. If we spend from alignment, meaning that we're intentional, we're grateful, and we're grounded, then money circulates back in a healthier way. So in this holiday season, let's see every dollar that we spend as a vote to the energy that we want to bring in. So do you want to vote for stress and comparison? Or do you want to vote for peace, gratitude, and love? Okay, so if you're still with me, let's make this feel more real with practical tips. Because mindset is powerful, but action locks it in. So here we go. So first, let's start by setting a holiday spending boundary, not budget. A boundary. So think of it as protecting your peace, not limiting your fun. Decide ahead of time what feels aligned and not what looks impressive. Then plan your giving with intention. Ask yourself, what will make this person feel seen, loved, and appreciated? Sometimes it's a gift, but sometimes it can be just your presence and experiencing something that they enjoy with you. Then try to prioritize creativity over money. And by that, I don't mean don't give anyone money. For example, for my assistant at work, I'm probably going to give him a gift card to show my appreciation for his hard work and his help. But I'm not going to give my husband a gift card. I think that my husband deserves something a little more thoughtful and meaningful. And then remember that you can't pour from an empty cup. Going into debt to show your love only creates more stress later, and that stress is going to affect your relationships more than that gift that you want to give them ever could. So the way that we spend our money during the holidays usually reflect how we spend it year round and how we handle it year round, which is usually emotionally. So use this season as a chance to build a new relationship with money. And you can start by practicing gratitude for what you already have and notice how much more abundant life feels when you're not chasing validation from others, when you're not chasing validation through spending. Money, like energy, because it is energy, responds to your state. When you approach it with gratitude, respect, and purpose, it grows. But when you treat it with fear, guilt, or chaos, it goes away. So in this season, try to be both wise and generous and give from overflow, not pressure. And remind yourself that your presence is the most valuable gift that you can give to anyone. So if you take anything from this video, let this be it. You can be both financially responsible and deeply generous. And you can create magic without creating debt. Because the holidays were never meant to drain you. They were meant to remind you of what truly matters. And thank you so much for watching to the end. I hope that you liked this video, and if you did, make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. I'm here for you, and I'm sending you all the positive energy to make healthier financial decisions during this holiday season. And I'll see you at the next one.